I was just walking down the aisle. First thing I saw was the back of his head. I recognized that little hair pattern on the back of his neck. You know where it grows to those two little points and it's darker than the rest? I always thought that was so sexy. And then during the ceremony, something about the way the light hit his face. Oh, I swear it just broke my heart. And then later outside, I saw him talking to this total bitch in a navy blue linen dress with absolutely no back. I mean, you could practically see her butt. And he was smiling at her with that smile. That same smile that ever made me think I meant something to him. And then it all came back. Just bang. All those times I sat waiting for his phone call. Me going out of my way to make things more convenient for him. Having to take a freaking taxi cab to the women's health center that day because it was so cold my car wouldn't start. And later that awful night, I sat outside his apartment staring at Tracy's burgundy Cutlass in the driveway, just wishing I were dead. You know, I started smoking cigarettes that night. If I ever die of cancer, I swear it's going to be Tommy Valentine's fault. Oh, God, I feel like I'm going crazy. My cousin Josh, he's a nurse. He says I'm the perfect type to get some sort of weird disease because I'm so emotional. But I can't even believe I'm in this wedding, but what could I say? Tracy, I don't think I can be in your wedding because remember when I had that nervous breakdown my junior year of college? That was because your boyfriend knocked me up and I had to go have an abortion all by myself while he was taking you to the Kappa Sig Luau. Yeah, things have just been a little strained between you and me ever since. I pray you, Terry, pause a day or two before you hazard, for in choosing wrong I lose your company. Therefore, forbear a while. There's something tells me, but it is not love. I would not lose you. And you know yourself hate counsels not in such equality. But, lest you should not understand me well, and yet a maiden hath no tongue but thought, I would detain you here some month or two before you venture for me. I could teach you how to choose right, but then I am forsworn. So will I never be. So may you miss me. But if you do, then you'll make me wish a sin that I had been forsworn. Beshrew your eyes. They have o'erlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, the other half yours. Mine own, I would say, but if mine, then yours, and so all yours. Oh, these naughty times put bars between the owners and their rights, and so, though yours, not yours. Prove it so. Let fortune go to hell for it, not I. I speak too long, but 'tis to pease the time, to eke it, and to draw it out in length to stay you from election. Heart, beat, sound, move, make, shake, body, want. Girl hips, girl feet, girl ground, girl moving now. I dance to disappear, I dance to know I'm here. I dance 'cause I'm horny, 'cause it's holy, 'cause I want to forget. I dance because I'm pissed off. I dance because I just can't study anymore. I dance because it's better than sexting. Are you naked? What are you doing with your hands? Ugh! I dance because everything is possible. I dance because it gets me high. I dance because it's the only thing that keeps me separate from everyone else's opinions and ideas. I dance because I can feel the music in the discos of Reykjavik, Mumbai, Manhattan, Barcelona. I dance to the drums of the forest and the rivers. I dance to the beat of the cicadas. I danced past the traffic and the crowds and the silence. I danced to the end of unkindness. I danced past the killing fields and wounded knee, past the skeletons and bones. I danced past slave branding and Holocaust tattoos. I danced past inflicted identities and demeaning looks. I danced past limited determinations of my abilities and worth. I danced past your lustful eyes, your dirty interpretations of my teenage body. I shake off the burqas and bindings and corsets and diets. I shake off your suffocating warnings. I shake off restrictions and illegitimate rules. I dance to the heartbeat of life. I dance because girls are the ultimate survivors. I ain't meant to live like this. I come from Selena's. Well, a show came through, and I talked to a guy that was in it. He said I could go with the show. My old lady wouldn't let me because I was only 15. I wouldn't be no place like this if I had gone with that show, you bet. Another time I met this guy, and he was in pictures. Went out to the Riverside Dance Palace with him. He said he was going to put me in pictures. Said I was a natural. As soon as he got back to Hollywood, he was going to write me a letter. I never got that letter. I think my old lady stole it. Well, I wasn't going to go no place where they stole your letters. So I married Curly. Met him out to the Riverside Dance Palace, too. I ain't never told this to nobody before. Maybe I oughtn't to. I don't like Curly. He ain't a nice fella. I would have stayed with him, but last night him and his old man both lit into me. I don't have to stay here. Don't tell nobody till I get clear away. I'll go in the night and thumb a ride to Hollywood. Gonna get in the movies and wear nice clothes. All them nice clothes like they wear. And I'll sit in them big hotels and they'll take pictures of me. And when they have them openings, I'll go and talk on the radio. And it won't cost me nothing because I'm in the picture. All them nice clothes like they wear. Because this guy says I'm a natural. Of course, when I leave Curly, my old lady won't never speak to me no more. She'll think I ain't decent, that's what she'll say. Well, we really ain't decent, no matter how much my old lady tries to hide it. My old man was a drunk. They put him away. There. Now I told. My old man was a sign painter when he worked. He used to get drunk and paint crazy pictures and waste paint. One night when I was a little kid, he and my old lady had an awful fight. They was always fighting. In the middle of the night, he come into my room and he says, I can't stand this no more. Let's you and me go away. I guess he was drunk. I remember in the night, walking down the road and the trees was black. I was pretty sleepy. He picked me up and he carried me on his back. He says, we gonna live together. We gonna live together because you're my own little girl and not no stranger. No arguing and fighting, he says, because you're my little daughter. He said, why, you'll bake little cakes for me and I'll paint pretty pictures all over the walls. In the morning they caught us and they put him away. I wish we'd have went. They locked him up for a drunk, and in a little while, he died.